Hey, good morning, guys. I am on my way to work, and I was just thinking about some stuff. So, we went and saw the movie Sound of Freedom. Um, Excellent movie. Everybody should see it. It is a very big eye opener for those who don't know about the horrible things with human trafficking that are happening around the world right now. In my mind, it's a movie that everybody of a certain age should see. Obviously, it's not appropriate for our little ones. They don't need to be terrified. Um, but for us adults, it is very important, for one, just to know and understand how much help these children and people need, but also to know how much we need to be protecting and shielding our youth from these things. It seems so unreal to a lot of us because we've never known that kind of pain. It seems like something that's just in the movies, but it's not. It is real. It is something that's happening um, to children all over the world, and to adults. Um, it's heartbreaking. I sit here and I think about the pain and the anguish I went through with the abuse that I endured. And everybody's tragedy, their trauma is their own. So I'm not dimming the trauma that I went through at all. But to know the pain that that caused me and to see how much it's knocked down some people that haven't even come close to that amount of trauma, and to know that some of these children are just left in that situation and never saved. They never find a way out. The ones that do aren't given the help to recover, to heal from these horrible things that have happened to them. So they end up in these adult lives, addicted to drugs, just to numb the pain, or living on the streets because they were never given the support or love that they should have in order to know how to survive as an adult. And then here we are looking at these people that are living these horrible lives as adults, judging them. And we all judge, even if we say we don't. There's not a person alive that can't say that they don't judge people. And a lot of people judge these people that are homeless or on drugs or aren't good parents or any of that. And the sad truth of it is there are a lot of them that are going through these pains, these traumas as children, and never given the opportunity to heal or to learn how to be an adult like they should. How to be themselves, how to be happy, how to love themselves, or how to value themselves at all for who they are or who they could have been had these horrible things not happened to them. So this movie shows you some of the traumas and pains. And it's not graphic, it doesn't go into the grave details of what happens to them directly, but enough for you to know. You can put the pieces together and figure it out. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Bring some tissue, because you will cry. But you know, it reminded me a lot of why I've chosen the path that I've chosen, and why I want to continue on this path and do even more. Like I said, I went through a lot as a child and as a young adult. A lot of pain, a lot of trauma. And I went down a crazy path to get to where I am because I didn't have the guidance and the help to recover from those things that I should have had. I was fortunate enough to come across some people that really showed me genuine love and helped me kind of figure it out. And when I look at these kids and realize that a lot of them aren't getting that, it just makes me want to do more. now. And the fact that I can't just jump out and do it right now is painful for me. Like, I just don't want anybody to ever hurt the way I did, let alone even more than I did. Because I remember being a small child thinking, this is it, this is what life is, this is my normal. And just settling for this is what I was meant to do. I stopped telling anybody or going to anybody to tell to them about the abuse I was going through, because nothing ever happened. Nobody rescued me. So I thought that was just it. I was fortunate enough to figure out that that wasn't it, and to get out of the situations that I had been put in. And when I think that there are these children that are going through these horrible things, that are just going, this is my life now. This is what I have to do. That's it. And it just becomes survival. And these things that are happening to them are becoming their normal. That's what their life is. It breaks my heart. And I just want to be able to save them all. And I know that I will be able to help and touch as many as I'm given the opportunity to. And that's something, right? I mean, it's definitely worth doing, even if I only ever get the opportunity to help a handful of them. At least I'm being given that opportunity. If all of us can band together and help just that handful, then we could really make some progress. The biggest thing is making people aware of the fact that this is happening. Getting people to turn off the blinders and really open their eyes to realize these things are really happening. It's not some conspiracy theory. It's not some crazy person coming up with stuff. This stuff is really happening. And not just in other countries. It's happening right here in our neighborhoods. Right next door. It is happening. And it's not all just people think, oh, human trafficking, just sex and this, that, and the other. It's not just sexual abuse. Yes, that's tragic, but that's not all it is. These children are being forced to work instead of go to school and learn and play and be kids. They're working hard jobs, walking around selling things even. At one point in time, there were children that were being kidnapped and forced to walk around and do door-to-door sales and pretend it was a fundraiser. Just that's trafficking. It's a child being taken from their childhood and being forced to live an adult life in one way, shape, or form, to work or perform sexual acts or whatever it may be against their own free will at the benefit or profit of an adult, of another person. And it's happening everywhere to innocent little souls that have no control over what's happening to them and cannot protect themselves. They need us to help them. So for starters, everybody go see this movie and open your eyes and get as many people to watch it as you can. Watch the interviews and the talks around it so you can understand the full scope of these things. It's really, really important. They need us. These children are our future. And if we don't save them, who will?